So I am actually giving a talk tomorrow, hosted by, it's a roundtable session that we do at every AAI meeting, and we always have an invited speaker. So I'm invited this year to start it off. The title of the talk is Make an Effort, sort of a secret to success in science or something like that. It'll be focused a lot on a few general comments about, what Make an Effort stands for, but it'll be focused a lot also on the role of women in science. And I have been very much involved in promoting women. And it's sort of like, it's just making sure that in every activity, scientific activity, in every meeting that's organized, every discussion that's had, every think tank that is put together, that people don't just put these things together because they remember friends' names, and most of them will be then male friends' names, but to actually look at the list of women, of names of very competent, smart, great scientists. If you look by those criteria, many women names will come to the surface. So one of the ways that AAI deals with that, we have a Status of Women committee, and we actually have lists. We have lists of women scientists who can be chairs, who can be speakers, who can be, can lead courses, discussions, everything, who are absolutely, wonderful women. So you can't say, oh, we didn't know where to look. If you're an organizer of the conference, you know where to look. Here's a list, So we actually putting people to the test. We say, here are the women, there's no reason not to involve them. So that's sort of one part of it. The other part of it is encouraging women as they get into science to pursue their dream, to not compromise ahead of time. Meaning, every time you find yourself in a situation, you have to find the best solution for that particular situation. One thing that bothers me the most is that women, I have seen many women adjust their expectations of themselves and their career plans and their ambition to the fact that someday they might be mothers, someday they will have a family, they will be mothers. So that years before, they're thinking about that, and they're taking paths that would sort of be more friendly to that situation. I think it's a mistake. I think you have to set your course on, and your ambition on your goal, on your success, and then when you have a child, at that particular moment, you make the best of the situation that you can. If that means you don't go to the AAI meeting, you stay home with the child, that's fine. It's just for that 1 year or 2 years. The third year you'll go to the AAI meeting and you will be invited to give a talk. But if as a postdoc you decided, I better do this because I'll have a child, then that third year nobody's going to be inviting you to give a talk at AAI. So I'm trying with my students, with my trainees, with my colleagues to say, no, if this is what you want to do, this is what you want to do, and life will give you challenges, and at that particular moment you find the solution, but then you go on. There was a very interesting article in the American Scientist a few months ago, and I'll focus a little bit on their findings in the talk. So the third part of it is, as a woman who has had to deal with all of these issues, and who could have benefited a lot from the societal responsibilities to supporting women in the professional, women at work. Basically, science is no different than any other job. So the society doesn't do a very good job to support family responsibilities. And so as a woman, at the university, I've worked through committees to, advocate for family leave, daycare centers, that sort of thing. Part of it has stopped being a women's issue. Part of it is just young faculty. issue. So if you want to recruit very good young faculty, and they, their wives are lawyers and doctors, and they have little children, you need to say, you as a father, when a child is sick, will probably need to stay home, and so let's make sure that you're supported as well. So some of that is helpful. Some of the women's issues have become more general, but what I want to make sure is that a woman doesn't hold herself back because she doesn't expect support from the family, the partner, the husband, and the society. Because that's the fact, that's how it's going to be, but that doesn't mean you have to hold yourself back or to sort of meekly subscribe to the situation.